We're here with OUAZ head women's soccer coach Skelly Keller. Coach, one game last week against Shepherd University. You guys come out victorious, but in that win, you got your players, you got all of them into the game, and a lot of goals were scored by various players on your team. How important was that to really spread the wealth and get everyone some playing time?
Yeah, it was definitely a good confidence booster. We had, I think it was 14 different girls score goals. So it was really nice. It was a lot of playing time to go around. A lot of girls that needed to get in and get some playing time. They were able to do that, and I felt like there were times where they showed a lot of growth in their play. So I'm excited to see where we go from there.
Now, the NCCAA released their top 10 rankings for this week. OUAZ is now receiving votes. Overall, how much do you guys pay attention to that poll as postseason is just right around the corner?
First of all, just being recognized by other schools, that are around the nation and stuff it's just a huge honor in itself. So we just feel really blessed to be able to be there in the first place. We try to tell, it's a really cool honor, but we try to tell the girls just to make sure that they're focused on the task at hand, because at the end of the day, the rankings are a nice thing, but it ultimately doesn't really do a whole lot for us, going forward. Ultimately the goal for us is to get to the national tournament, and we just have to get some good results in order to do that. So,
a long road trip this weekend as you'll travel up to Denver, Colorado, play on back-to-back days against Johnson and Wales as well as Grace University. With that travel, a lengthier travel for your team, but also playing on back-to-back days, what's it going to be like for this team, also playing in the altitude as well?
Yeah, I think that, we're going to face a lot of adversity, things that are kind of out of our control. Obviously it's going to be a long bus ride, and it's going to be jam-packed with guys and girls. So that'll be a fun trip in itself. But the cool thing is we're going to go a day early. We're going to get a chance to, kind of hang out and make sure we get our legs underneath us and get used to the altitude a little bit. But we're excited to play. We got 2 games left. We want to try to finish the season the best that we can. We have a chance to get to double-digit wins if we win both. So I think that's what we've been talking to the girls about, is just trying to focus and just, end the season as well as we can. So that's what the goal is going there.
This past weekend when you did play Shepherd, that was your first real home game of the season, playing on Spirit Field. What did it mean for you as well as all the players to finally play here on the OUAZ campus on that brand new turf?
The crazy thing is 2 months ago, the field in itself, it was just like a dirt lot. And so it was amazing to watch the transformation of that field happen, and to be able to play on it in our very first season, even if it is our last home game, was a huge blessing in itself. And we're super excited to be able to call that our home field.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for your time. Good luck this weekend in Colorado, and we'll catch up soon.
Awesome. Thank you.
We're here with OUAZ men's soccer coach Matt Gow. Coach, a couple of games for your squad last week. Started off the week on the road against the University of Laverne, NCAA D3 school, and your team comes out victorious 4-0. What'd you think of your team's performance in that game, just being able to get another shutout win?
Yeah, no, it was a great performance for our guys. It was a tough trip there and back same day. Went out there, we had a little bit of a slow start to the game, but then our guys again came together at halftime and came together as a team, stuck to the game plan, and took care of business in the second half. They put on a great performance in the second half, which allowed them to score 3 goals in that second half. They gave us a 4-0 win. And
really, you've got some great goaltending this season, and shortly before that game, we had found out that Anthony Siaha had got Player of the Week through the NCCAA, and second time that someone from your team has received that honor this year from the NCCAA. How great was that for the team to be honored that way?
Yeah, no, it was a great honor. We have 7 wins on the season. 5 of them are shutouts. The other 2 wins, we've only given up 1 goal in those games. And so anytime a player, a goalkeeper specifically, gets an award, that's just a representation of our backline's work, our midfield's work, our ability to transition on defense. So anytime that a goalkeeper get an award or get a shutout, it really shows the kind of work that was done in front of him to allow him to have a better job. And not take anything away from Anthony. He's been playing great lately, and he's been communicating more. He's been organizing his back line better. I mean, we're really starting to flow now.
Looking back at this past weekend, you guys were able to open up Spirit Field, play here at home in front of the hometown fans on the brand new surface against a very tough Bethesda squad. Before we get into the game itself, what did you think of the brand new field, the turf, and just being able to play in front of a packed house?
Yeah, no, it's awesome that we have our field just right over here on campus. Nice. The lights are incredible, state of the art. The field itself is state of the art. To be able to have that on campus, for us to finally be able to get out there and play on it is awesome. A lot of people behind the scenes made that happen and made it happen so quickly for us to be able to get out there. So a big thanks goes out to all of them, and it's great to have a home field and to be able to play there and have such a good performance on it, and have so many fans come out and support us.
And looking at the game itself against Bethesda, these two same teams had matched up just 2 weeks prior at their place, and Bethesda came out victorious 1-0. Another close match here at home. Unfortunately for the Spirit, fell in overtime 2-1. But what did you think of the team's performance and fight against a tough Flames team?
Yeah, no, Bethesda is one of the best teams we've faced all year, and so to be able to face them again for a second time and put on another good performance, that game could have gone either way. We had an opportunity immediately in overtime where I thought we were going to capitalize on. Got a bit unlucky. They got a bit lucky as drawing the PK in overtime and winning it, but that was a good game. That was a great late season type of conference game, and that was the experience that we need moving forward as a group and as we grow as a team, and understand that a lot of games next year in a conference is, that's what those are going to be like, that intense. And so as we grow and develop, those games right there are so important for us.
Looking ahead, a couple of games this weekend in Colorado against Grace University and Johnson and Wales University. What do you know about both of these teams, and what's it going to be like making the travel up to Denver, Colorado, and playing 2 games in 2 days in the altitude?
Yeah, it's not easy what we're about to do. Not at all. We're about to travel up to Denver, play those 2 games, 2 solid teams. Going to have to put together 2 solid performances to come away. Our goal is to go up there and get 2 results, get on the road. 2-3 games left in the season, get these 2 under us, then come back home and play our last home game here on the turf. So looking forward to going up to Colorado. Like I said, it's going to be tough, back-to-back games, altitude. Our guys are prepared. They're peaking right now physically. So I'm looking forward to what our performance is going to be like this weekend.
Like you were saying, after this weekend, you'll come home next week for a game against Embry-Riddle University. You'll play them here in Surprise, but then after that, still a chance that this team could make it to postseason. What do you say to the guys right now to just keep them going and fighting, knowing that there's still a chance you guys could qualify for the postseason?
Yeah, I talk to our guys every day, about just staying on course and staying on path of what we've done. See us play from the first game of the season till now. Our guys have made tremendous growth, and so I'm just focused on our guys growing every single day. And if the byproduct of that is us making that regional game, then fantastic. And for our guys to position themselves in that in year 1 with the teams that we have in our region, like Bethesda and Biola, to put ourselves in a position to play in that game is just a proof of the amount of work that they've been able to put in, and how much they've grown.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for your time. Good luck this week in Colorado, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Sounds great. Thank you.